Yo, what's up, fam? Happy Saturday. I hope you guys are doing well and taking care of yourself. I know a lot of individuals right now are starting to come down with illnesses, so it's just going to be super important that one, that you're resting, two, drinking enough fluids, and three, making sure you don't push yourself if you're not feeling well. I don't want you guys to exacerbate your illness or um, risk injury. But anywho, yeah. So I've been working on some material for you guys because again, part of the program is making sure that I'm continuously educating you. During the week, it's been a little bit challenging just due to my other job, but I sat down, buckled down, and created this resource for you guys this week, just talking about compound lifts. The reason why I think this is important, especially to our members, is because if you haven't noticed, I try to incorporate a lot of compound movements into our program because I do think that they're the most beneficial to muscle building, but also recompositioning, just meaning that if you're trying to build a solid base for the future, compound movement should be what everyone's prioritizing. And so I do want to go over this with you guys. I might add to it, but I will send an updated video if I do decide to update it. I do think that it has all the information that you guys need about compound lifts and why they're important without any of the fluff. So getting into it, this is a little cricket, so I'm gonna have to fix this. But compound lifts are the core of bodybuilding. Compound exercises: lift big, get big. That is the name of the game. Again, I am a specialist in bodybuilding. That doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to make everyone bulky, but it does mean that I'm going to help each and every single one of you put on muscle mass, whether you want to get bulky or you're trying to tone out. And I'll kind of explain a little bit about why that's important moving forward. So why are compound lifts so important? Compound movements involve multiple joints, multiple muscle groups, thus resulting in more muscle fibers being activated during these exercises, resulting in a greater anabolic hormone response. Natural steroids, baby. So what that means is because compound movements, I'm going to use chest or bench as an example. When you're benching, you're not only using your pectorals, but you're using your delts, your lats, your arms, etc. And therefore, you are stimulating more muscle fibers. And when you stimulate more muscle fibers, you actually produce an anabolic hormone response, which is our natural anabolic steroid. So compound lifts are important because the more anabolic growth hormone you activate, the bigger and quicker you're going to grow. So that's why compound lifts are so important. Okay. And why that I might add this slide, but why it's also important to individuals who are not only trying to put on muscle but to lose weight. The more muscle you have, the more calories you burn. So that's why in this program I really prioritize muscle building instead of like trying to tone right away. And as many of you may know, I put you guys on a reverse diet because I need you to eat more so that we're putting on more muscle. And later on down the road, when you have more muscle, you will burn more calories, thus resulting in more fat loss, which is going to be super awesome. Go lay down. Sorry, that's my dog. I got to fix some of these errors, but compound exercise benefits. So one, burn more calories. You burn more calories during training and post-workout. So because you're working multiple muscle groups and joints, you're obviously moving more, thus resulting in more calories burned. But like I said, the more muscle that you build as well, the more calories you're gonna burn. And so what this means as far as like during training, that's a given. I just explained that. Like during your workouts, you're obviously activating more muscle groups. And we do a lot more heavyweight than lower weight, therefore putting a lot more stress on the body. So it's a given that you're going to burn more calories during training than you would like an accessory lift where you're isolating like your bicep. You're going to burn more calories doing a bench press than a bicep curl, or a chin up than a bicep curl. As far as the post-workout goes, again, what that means is because you are producing a lot more anabolic growth hormone, your body's going to burn calories quicker, but also you're building more muscle, and therefore you're constantly going to be burning calories even when at rest. Improved cardiovascular health. There's an increase in cardiovascular health due to cardiorespiratory demand during compound exercises. If you aren't huffing and puffing during your compound exercises or post your compound exercises, you're not lifting enough weight. And I'm going to use the king of compounds, which is squats. So if you haven't noticed, squats and like deadlifts, bench sometimes makes you huff and puff, and meaning because you're exerting so much energy, because you're using multiple muscle groups, therefore you're increasing your cardiovascular health. So in this program, I really design my programs around compound exercises and also reduce cardio for this reason specifically, because you are getting cardiovascular health if you are pushing yourself during these exercises, and pushing yourself meaning you're lifting heavy weight, right? So that's why this is important. Injury prevention. The weight you are using is distributed to multiple joints and muscle groups, thus decreasing risk of injury. Instead of curling 500 pounds, you're probably going to rip your bicep, but squatting 500 pounds, you probably wouldn't get injured unless you had like terrible form. But I hope you get that concept. Proper range of motion. Compound movements make it easier for you to perform a proper range of motion. Proper range of motion equals proper muscle development. So what that means is that a lot of the compound movements are natural movements that we can perform in life, just daily functions like squatting. You sit down a lot. Bench, you don't really bench as much unless you're pushing something, but push press, lifting things up, etc. It's just more natural in the body, and therefore when you are doing a compound exercise properly, you are following that natural range of motion. And the more deep you get, the more muscle fibers you are engaging during an exercise, thus your body will rebuild those muscle fibers because they're being damaged during that exercise. Accessory lifts are really good, like stretch lifts, which is something that I will make a slide on later. I'll probably make just a video, but a stretch lift would be like a fly. Those are designed to target the muscle fibers outside of the compound lift's parameter, meaning that like during a compound lift you can only go so far because of your limitations. But when you do like an accessory like a stretch lift, you're actually reaching those outer muscle fibers, and that will help them grow. So compound exercises again, cool. So those are the benefits of them, and so that's why I incorporate a lot of compound lifts into our program. Here are also the top 10 exercises and why they're important. I'm not going to read through all of this information, but I will send this to all of you guys to read as well. But squat is the king of compounds, so that's why it's number one, because your glutes, squats work out the biggest muscle group in your body. Therefore, I have you guys doing 2 leg days a week, because obviously if you're working the biggest muscle group in your body, then you're engaging more muscle fibers, thus producing more growth hormone, thus increasing your muscular composition. 2 deadlift, 3 is going to be bench press, 4 is going to be pull up or a chin up, 5 overhead press. I don't know why that cut out. Sorry about that. Then you have 6 barbell row, Then you're going to have 7 dips. You're going to have 8 lunges, 9 power clean, and 10 leg press. Sorry, when I format this, I think it makes these slides a little bit smaller because on the other, on Canva, you can see them. But I will make sure to send you guys a final draft of this resource. But again, this is something just to look over, and also an opportunity for me to explain why I have you guys do compound lifts. In the first few months, I tried to ease you guys into, I guess, bodybuilding by doing only a few compound lifts like bench or squat. But eventually, when you guys become a little bit more intermediate with lifting, we will incorporate some more of these lifts, compound lifts. So I hope this resource helps. I hope you guys are kicking ass. If you guys have any questions, hit me up. Oh, last thing I did want to mention, because I know I've mentioned this slightly or sent you guys a text, but I am hosting a Black Friday sale, which I will be posting tomorrow to begin the week of Thanksgiving and Black Friday. I already sent you guys a text message. I think I sent you guys a text message, probably not. But basically what the special is coming New Year's or December 1st. I will be doing a special on the program. So if you get a 3-month program, continue a 3-month program, it's for the price of 2. If you extend your program to 6 months, it's the price of 4. And if you do a year paid in full, it is the price of 8, I believe. And I only say that because if you guys have friends who you're discussing your fitness journey with, or who have brought up wanting to get into the gym, this is an opportunity for you guys to share their contact information and get them signed up with the program. And the reason I'm telling you this is because for every sign up, I am giving you guys a 20% commission, so of whatever the deal I sell. So let me know what you guys' thoughts are about that. If you guys have anybody who's ready to sign up, again, I'm just reminding you guys. And I will be posting this special offer probably Thursday, and it will last until December, the first Friday of December. So I'll look at the dates. But I hope you guys have a kick-ass weekend. If you guys also have any questions, or if there's any other resources that I can make for you, please let me know. I'm here to serve you guys. Cheers.